Kieke, we hebben de bron gevonden.
In the previous episode, we found the village water wells. Water is probably the most important element of any living community. In old tales it is said that the village has her own water source. But after all these years, will we be able to find it? Let's find out. Today we'll explore the different water streams on the land and see if we can find the source.
There's a lot of water coming through this stream now. It was pretty dry when I left. So where's the source? Hard to say, it remains a mystery. I'm still not sure whether this is coming from underneath the dam or whether it's a source. Because if you look at the thickness of the dam here, it's very unlikely that there would be a leak at this spot. And besides, there's no visible movement up here. Dam is leaking on the other side as well. According to one of the residents, this is the source, so although he didn't point it out to me personally, he said it was somewhere around here, so what else can it be? In any case, we got lots of water, and if we clean this up a little bit, we got a nice swimming pool too for the kids. Very refreshing pool. In the village, almost every ruin has a well, but what I've always wanted to have is my own source. You know, those fountains where there's usually some statue and water coming out of a wall. Well, they don't make them in nature like that, so you have to make them yourself. There used to be something like that here. Well, when they made the road, I've been told, they bulldozed straight through the old source. We're talking probably 40 years ago or more. So there's some tubing and there's some attempt at making something out of this. But it was never, they never made it into anything. So I need to get some PVC tubing and some cement, and then a day or two's work. Can be like a little open space. I have to cut those trees, little field and a fountain. And we need to think of a saint. So usually named after a saint. Thank you.
10 square meter. This is the Capilla de San Vittorio. Very small, as you can see, and it's even closed, but somehow it attracts all this beautiful crowd of people. Ah, the bagpipes, and the kids, and the dogs, and the neighbors.
All the neighbors. Oh, yeah. We're nearing the termination of the water source. The final stage is covering it up. Unfortunately, I couldn't close the temporary bypass because the cement hasn't hardened out yet. It will have to wait till tomorrow. And he's been of great help carrying all these rocks here. It was amazing. Dank je. Daar komt de brandweerwagen.
Aan de kant.
Aan de kant.
Aan de brandweerwagen.
Oeh. Adios.
Eres para mí, lo ha dicho bien, eres para mí. Lo ha gastado el tiempo, eres para mí.
You want to preserve this key.
Lo ha dicho bien, eres para mí.
After having gone through all this trouble to create this source of drinking water, which is barely flowing, put one shovel in a wet spot, right where the road is, to find way more water. This is amazing. The road is right on top of the source. When Angel said that the new road was built on top of the source, he really meant it. Every time I think I found the source, but this time, this gotta be it. Look, the old slate stone, the hole, there we go. And this one dried almost up after I opened the other one. The little hole in the road is still flowing. I think I need to excavate this a little deeper. But that's for another day. That's already a lot of digging. Now you might wonder, why did I build all this? How come I didn't find the source before doing all this work? As you remember, there was a trench already dug here and water coming out there. Now I'm thinking that maybe fire department tried to make a water inlet here, like tried to find the source and failed to find it just like I did, and then later on made it into the stream, which is giving them quite some trouble because it gets clogged all the time. But yeah, here it was all along. There's water coming out on 3 spots. One is up there, that little hole in the road. One is here, it even makes noise. And then there's one more spot here. But hopefully when I make this deeper, I can get them to come out of one source. We'll see. To be continued.
Mi cuerpo que no tiene peso si escucho tu voz llamándome. Y yo sé que tienes miedo y no es un buen momento para ti. Y para esto que nos viene sucediendo. Eres para mí. Lo ha gastado el tiempo. Eres para mí.